All right, my friends, let's rank all the movies that I watched in March. So, March was a busy month with watching movies. I actually watched 8 movies in the month of March. So, let's rank these. I got them in order on my phone from 1 to 8. Coming in at number 8 was The Crow from 2024 with Bill Skarsgård. This movie actually went above my expectations for it. I am such a fanatic for the original Crow in 1994, and I did not know what to expect with this one. I knew there would be a little bit of a different storyline, which there was, and I just think the original one has such a high marker on one of my favorite movies that this Crow was good. The story was a little not as exciting as the original Crow that I watched. That's going to put it at our 8th spot. Coming in at number 7, we have Don't Move. So, this is more of a psychological thriller that I found on Netflix, and it's about a mother who has lost her child, and she embarks a serial killer, and he kind of talks her out of jumping off this cliff just to torment her throughout the whole movie, and even put in a substance into her that allows her not to move or even talk or so. This is a pretty crazy movie. Really great cast as far as the two main roles in this movie. Definitely brought it, and yeah, check it out if you got Netflix. Coming in at number 7, this movie just made it in. I watched it the last day of March. The Carrie from 2013. So, Carrie 2000, the original. I watched the 2013 version. This version, I really enjoyed it. It's like one of those movies when Halloween rolls around, I'm going to be turning it on. I'm going to be enjoying it. I liked it. I thought it was crazy. It was, Carrie's brutal when she's mad, and the things that they do to the Carrie is insane. It's so sad. But you can see why she gets pushed to the edge, and then all the chaos happens. So that would be number 6. Coming in at number 5 is A Blast from the Past. I've seen this movie before in theaters, but it just brought back so much nostalgia. 1408. So with John Cusack and Samuel L. Jackson, this movie is pretty wild. So it's about a guy. Writes ghost stories when he checks out all these different hotels that have hauntings and craziness that are supposed to happen in them, and he is trying to expose and show that there's nothing really haunted about him. Until he encounters room 1408 at the Dolphin Hotel, which, oh man, that's where the story really evolves. Go check it out, 1408. Coming in at number 4, a movie that actually just dropped this month, The Woman in the Yard. So I actually do place this movie kind of high on the list because of its different sides of. I've watched so many different people's reactions to this movie and their thoughts and ideas and how open-ended the ending kind of can be. I mean, some people seen it one way, other people saw it the other. But this is a movie, I'm not going to spoil it, but you got to go check it out. It's a very controversial ending, I could say that. But yeah, definitely, I don't think movie was as bad as what people are saying it is out to be. It's definitely, like I said, slow burn in certain parts, but one of the better Blumhouse movies as far as like getting to people to talk about this movie. So I'll give it that. Coming in at number 3, Nocturnal Animals. So I just watched this the last day of March as well. I watched this when I watched Carrie too. And Nocturnal Animals, this is that 3 stories in one by Tom Ford, and it has Jake Gyllenhaal as the writer. He sends his book over to Isla Fisher, and it pretty much goes from there. You get to see the story, 3 stories that tie into one, which is pretty interesting, but a little confusing with how they jump back and forth in time. But I did enjoy this movie. It was different from anything I've ever seen in the last few movies that I've seen. So, like I said, I really enjoyed this one. Coming in at number 2, Anora. So, I was so excited to see this movie because of the hype for it that it did have an expectation that was really high for it for me, and I did enjoy it. It is a movie, though, that is quite long that could have probably been condensed a little bit into a shorter film, but I think the role, like what each character in this movie brought to their roles, it just trumps a lot of the other movies that I've seen. It's just a stellar performance from everybody, deep, passionate acting from all the characters, and it's a story that's kind of like a Cinderella story for the Anora, but it's also like really dark and kind of crazy when it comes to like money and all other things that are very dirty. But yeah, this movie can be, it's a hard R, but it was a really good movie. Like I said, I can see why it got like Best Picture, or like it was a very cinematic movie too. So Anora, number 2. And coming in at number 1 is Dream Scenario with Nicolas Cage. What a movie. This movie is, it made its number 1 spot on my list because I watched it immediately afterwards. And Nicolas Cage brings such an odd character into this movie. And the whole movie itself, it's an A24 movie. It's a wild ride of a movie. I mean, like, the idea of it is so unique. I haven't ever seen anything remotely close to Dream Scenario. Maybe I need to see more movies, but this one was a nice, unique movie. It had me like, oh, okay, what's going to happen then? And I was cracking up during a lot of the different parts with Nicolas Cage. Especially there's a certain part where there's an individual dreaming about him, and they want to relive that dream. And it just escalates and gets so wacky. But yeah, Dream Scenario, check it out. It is not the fastest paced movie. There's some slow parts in it, but that would be my top 8 movies for March.